You see about issue about the death of Raila. Now they are accusing Kasongo. They were putting it in the TikTok, eti Kasongo ni ameua Raila. Eh? Now, Raila died in Karen. Eh? When his wife was there. Where did Kasongo come from? Huh? Where did he come from? Raila has been having slow poison in him. That is what has been making him fall down sometimes. It makes him sick all the time. The slow poison that is now bothering Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta. The same slow poison that they are now calling it cancer. Yes, he would have cancer. But I know all in all, he is also having the same slow poison that is bothering him. This Nani Oloaringo, the contractor who built his house in Siaya, he used the acid to burn this man to ashes in Lake Basin. But stupid enough, he was stuck. When he was stuck in the mud in Dominion farm, he called the tractor driver to come and pull him out and demanded from him 500 shillings. That is how he came to know. So it was his vehicle that got stuck there. The same spot, that is where they found his contractor that he took from the town here, Jatelodwara. The man left his radio to somebody, Jatelodwara. He left, and a white vehicle was waiting for him there to go with him. He left his bicycle to somebody, that Jatelodwara. So people knew, because they had a quarrel with the Oloaringo in the bar. When he told Oloaringo he's having wife and children to feed, he must be paid his work. Because he was doing the construction in his home. After doing the construction in his home, this contractor was not paid. So instead, because he was annoyed, he used the same acid to burn this contractor. That is why Oloaringo cannot stay in his home. Right now, there's a big snake inside Oloaringo's home. Nobody stays in Aringo's home. When Aringo died, they went and buried him, and all his wives went back to Nairobi. None of them slept in Aringo's premises, because there's a big snake. That big snake, they say it is that contractor that went and stayed there demanding for his right. And that's the same acid. Ask the CID, the special branch. The same acid is the one that they used for burning Uhuko. That acid can only be found in State House. And who used to be in the State House? Oloaringo. It roasted his contractor here and went and roasted Uhuko. So there was no way that they would say that even President Moi confessed here in a rally, saying, nyinyi mnajiua wenyewe kwa wenyewe, unapatia unaua ndugu yako kwa ajili ya 5,000 peke yake tu, alafu mnasema Moi kitu gani? It is in the record. I'm not only speaking what is not there. I'm speaking what is the truth. Nicholas Biwott never killed Uhuko, and Ambala never killed Oweti, Maurice Oweti. Ambala was innocent, just like Nicholas Biwott was an innocent man. This is the truth. Oloaringo carried all these things because he wanted the vice presidency. But spiritually, he didn't know that he cannot get this leadership if he was not glanced over it. Luos had a way of glancing people to receive those leaderships, but he did not receive that. So he was just using the love that President Moi loved him, so he wanted at least to push himself to receive the vice presidency that made Kibaki retire. He left it for them so that they can take the seat that they want, because he didn't want to be bloodsheded. That is the truth. I'm speaking all these things. Why? Because I know the whole story, how it started and how it ended. And I do not want it now that when I'm kept in a paper bag to Riviala, then nobody people will still accuse Biwott for killing Uhuko, and people will still be accusing Ambala for killing Oweti, and yet Oloaringo is the one who did all that. Grace Ogot died when he all the time tells people, when his mind went off, her mind went off. So she would always tell say nani, Jaber. He calls Owiti Jaber. Jaber, koro vidwari ye wuon Aringo. Diwachi kod wuon Aringo. Ask the servants, will tell you. Ask the servants of Grace Ogot. They will tell you that Grace Ogot used to talk to people whom they don't see. The same thing to Olo Aringo. Before he died, he was leaving his locker without closing it. He lost his mind also, just because of all those malicious damages they did. I know that Owiti was having a very powerful blood, just like Ouko. That people who killed them, just like this man is called Nicholas Oduo in Siaya, the contractor, the building contractor. So this is the truth, that our people, our Luos are killing each other. Just like now this Odongiranda and Nyandiko, they want to kill each other for leadership. I'm sorry to say this, because I'm speaking my last words. I'm speaking my last words. Because I know very well, these words are going to enter into the ears of the right people. They will make sure that they take me to RAILA, or make sure that I'm also injected. But I've already spoken. One thing I wanted is to see that Berry Lachieng gets her right, and her children should get their right. And I want that Mrs. Osewe, she should be given her right. Her husband was given a lot of things. This woman should be the owner of Spectre International. According to Jaramogi Odinga, the Spectre International was given to his last born. His home in Mlimani was given to his last born. His home in Nyamira, that now they have made a museum, was given to the last born. That is Osewe. And they are denying this woman everything. They leave her suffer. I'm just asking my daughter Aida, what have you given to your co-wife? I call Nyeki. They call Nyeki. When your husband died, she's the one who has been running around with you before even he died. What did you give her? You only gave to Joager over 100 cows, heads of cows. But Mrs. Osewe, you are only sending her to feed me, and yet she has already been denied of the farm where she was making beans to feed us. She's not only feeding me only, even the children of Agola. They go to her there. That is where they go. When they are desperate, they go and at least have a good time at their mother's house there, because they have nowhere. They don't have a home. That is the only home they have, a home that is not having a title deed. These are the things that I wanted to spit out before I die. I've spoken. So whoever feels that I've spoken badly can score a razor blade. But I've spoken. There's nothing I've lied. I said that Nicholas Biwott never killed Ouko. Oluwaringo did that. And I said that Ongele was never a murderer. Aringo killed Morris Owiti because of chairmanship of Kanu, the seat of chairmanship of Kanu. But Moi did not know anything that was happening behind him. He only felt that Aringo was he was a good Nino. He was a good singer. And he could persuade anybody. Even if you're a woman, if Aringo wants to go out with you, you will just follow him like a dog. Because he knows how to speak his words. That is how Moi used to follow him. Without knowing that he's having a criminal beside him. Aringo was a good criminal, a good mafia. His wife, the Jamaican, confessed to me that from his family, they are from mafia. His wife, the Jamaican lady, confessed to me when I was demanding the money that I wanted them to pay me for they stayed in my place here, the three of them, Grace Ogot and Odiek Bishop and Oluwaringo. They never paid me for the bills of their drinks and the food they ate. They never paid me. They said that Aringo was paying and Aringo did not pay me. And that is very well known in Siaya. Aringo used to go to hotels. It's good that you have said that I'm hungry. I wish you knew that I was really hungry. Because I told you myself when I met you in Nyamira. And I told you very clearly that I'm very hungry. Since you ordered Anyang' Nyong'o to demolish my restaurants, my properties in Kisumu, that was already allocated to me by the Kenya Railways. Now, you demolished all of them when we had already made an agreement with the Kenya Railways about the properties. Now, I don't know why you don't know Jabalo, because you came here twice with RAILA to Jabalo Gardens, and you stayed here until morning. Now, why do you feel that I am hungry, and then you don't even come and see? I think that I'm your mother. When you told me one time when I came to visit you in a Jogo house, you told me that your children they don't even have milk in the house. And I took you from Jogo house to Uchumi supermarket. We went and I did shopping for you, took you to your vehicle and put petrol for you in your vehicle, and you went home. When everybody else could not step near you, because Oluwaringo had kept a very big tight behind you, that policemen and CID were following you up. Anybody who communicates with you should be followed up. I did not mind to be followed up or to be shot dead, to see that your children are having milk on the table. Did you care after demolishing my properties in Kisumu, my daughter? First of all, you send your workers to beat me up in your own compound, at your doorstep. Eti toeni mama huko aende akangoje rai ndena ogono kucha. Goluru mama okoko dhiuri try ndena ogono okukuchanda. They didn't spare me. They followed your voice. And they made sure that they beat me up in front of you. And you went back to the house to take photographs to send to people WhatsApp to see how people are beating me up in front of your door. Not only realizing that whatever you are doing is chira. You cannot beat me up in your compound there. Those were all taboos, according to the Luo tradition. Because your father-in-law was my husband. And now they open up my legs in front of your house. You let your workers beat me up in front of your house. Just because I requested you to give us 2 months. I was with the women from Kenya Railways, business premises, the hoteliers. There were four women that I worked with to come and persuade you to give us 2 months. Talk to Mr. Anyang' Nyong'o to give us 2 months. We are coming out of there because we knew very well. Because I knew that the title deeds were going to come from Britain and they were going to be handed over to you, which was right. I had already received the information that the title deeds are coming. And now, instead, you didn't even bother coming to look for me after all my properties were destroyed, everything of mine was destroyed. You did not even think that this is the same woman that bought me a packet of milk when I was really in need. It was a mistake that I've demolished her properties. And that she's still my mother. We used to go there when we needed. Now instead, you could still even dare to talk about me being hungry on the TikTok. And you know very clearly I'm very hungry because I told you I don't have anything to eat. I'm living in a house that is leaking, that when it is raining, I look for sufurias and basins to tap the water inside my house. And that is the room I'm staying in. A small room, a tiny room. Men Jakom, Men Daktari, Dr. Odinga. Their mother is staying in a house like that, where she's tapping water from one side to the other, inside the house. And now, you cannot even sympathize with me still and see that now, okay, the Jabalo Gardens where you used to come, it is still a place where it can start operating. Kenya Power and Light came and destroyed here. Your best friend, Mr. Joager, he was told by RAILA to see that the Kenya Power and Light pays me for the damages they caused in my house. But Joager never did that. Instead, he took off and he did not even bother. Raila persuaded him. They were talking with Raila while I was there, telling Joe Ager, while he was in the power and light, to see that Mama is paid for her right. See that Mama is paid for her right. And then the Kenya Power and Light cheats me that they are going to bring the insurance to come and value the damages that were made here in my house, that I will be paid. And now they cheated me with only 52,000 shillings for the trees only, which the forester calculated to 500,000. So somebody called Omolo there, told me, Mama, don't argue with these people, the insurance is going to come, so just take this 52,000 shillings. When they come, they will come and do valuation of everything and you will be paid. Huh? Nobody followed up. Now my hotel is closed. It is there with a damaged property. All the flowers and the fence were all destroyed, including the roof. A wind came and blew up the part of it that was left and took off with the roof. I tried to repair and it is not repairable. So I don't have anything to do. I'm sitting here at home, hungry. Nobody helps me. The only person who was helping me was that Mrs. Osewe. She was selling beans and feeding me, feeding the rest of us. Now the garden she was weeding, it is taken away and given to some other farm planting sunflower. Now she doesn't have anywhere to help us. So if you call her, she doesn't pick your call because she doesn't know what to tell you. She doesn't know how to tell somebody, Mama, I don't have any money. And you told her yourself that now, listen to Mama, she needs some food. Now you are just giving other people to help me. And you're driving 2 vehicles, putting a lot of petrol in those vehicles. And you cannot afford feeding your stepmother. If I would know anybody who is never embarrassed, is you. If I would know anybody who have guts, is you. You make sure that you destroy totally to the graveyard. If it were not these spiritual powers, I would have died long time ago. Because that was your wish, that I should have died. Just like Jakoyomidio. Si Jakoyomidio amekufa na mmejenga nyumba kwa hiyo space yake, eti ni Kenya Railways. Sasa hiyo pale nafasi ya Jakoyomidio hiyo sio nafasi ya Railways. Hiyo mlenunua wapi? Kwa ajili wale walinunua Windmat, vile amekufa. Just because he bought that thing from the central bank, from central bank 50 million. Alafu sasa amenyang'anywa. That money went like that. He died just like that. Lakini sasa nyinyi mnajenga vitu hapo ndani mnafanyia kazi. Are you the Kenya Railways? Because you say that these are government properties. Mmejenga hapo ndani na watu wanafanya kazi hapo ndani. Is it not the same hotel that Jakoyomidio had built there that is now put back there? If you people cannot see the reality and the truth about your lives, that you think that the only people who are human beings are your children, it is very unfair. You should know that other women also, they value their children just like you value your children. Madam Aida, you are my daughter-in-law, but I'm still telling you that whatever you are doing to Kenyans will not give you the leadership. Because whatever you are fighting over is to see that you get leadership. Leadership is not evil spirits that would give you. It is God. God can give. But when you think that you are going to get leadership by witchcraft and witch doctors, it will not work, my daughter. My daughter, I'm just pleading with you. Me, I'm talking to you my last breath because I know very well you will put me in a paper bag very soon, or you will send your policemen to come and make sure that they torture me to death. Just like you sent your workers there to beat me up in your compound, in front of you. I know you have your policemen that you will just send here anytime to come and pick me up like a bag of salt and throw me into the River Yala. I know you have them. Don't think that there's anything I don't know. You have mistreated me so much. I lost all my properties. Ile mali mzungu aliniwachia, uli make sure imekuwa destroyed kabisa, nibakie maskini fukara ni kofe. But I'm telling you the truth, only God knows how I'm living. Hata kama Tabu sasa hana pesa ya kunipatia, lakini Mungu ananilisha. My daughter, Betty Aida Amolo, I'm only requesting you politely as your mom. You know very clearly that I visited your own mother. I stayed with her in Stella. That I came back to Nairobi and I brought you people a message to make sure that you put up a house for her. That she decided never to step in that house. Do you ever ask yourself why your own mother did that? Because she was annoyed why she could not enter the house that you and RAILA have built for her. That she names the house RAILA Gaida. That she swore even her dead body should not step in that house. Do you see how bitter people can be? Your own mother was that bitter. So I'm just requesting you. Me, I don't want to be bitter with you, because I know whatever you are doing is all the spirits from your grandfather Onyango. I went even to that place. I know those spirits are the ones are trying to attract you in so many ways. So I forgive you. So I'm only requesting you to adjust. See that the children of Agola are no longer staying in Jerusalem. Let them also stay in Kileleshu, in Lavington, the way your children are staying in Lavington. Because those are also Gingo Dinga's children. By the way, that young boy cannot struggle. He cannot sleep with his wife in peace and happiness just because they are separated, because of the way they are staying. They live in such a poverty way that he cannot even live with his wife. And the woman is so much devoted because RAILA used to support them. Now who is going to support them? Who is going to chip in? Because RAILA used to chip in that woman's life. Now who is going to do that? Because I know very well you yourself, between you and money, I don't know where you take all this money. Like the ones you have now collected during the funeral of RAILA. I don't know what you are doing with it. If you cannot even send me, say that, okay, mama, wacha nikutumia hata shilingi 100 hapo kwa nini, kwa WhatsApp, kwa M-Pesa, ukule. Even your own, your own in-law, yule, nyeki, you cannot even support nyeki. Now, why don't you at least try and see that those children come out of Jerusalem? Because the money which is being earned in Spectre International is a lot of money still. And you still received the school fees that you even denied my own child that was called in going to school in Makerere. My child was called in Makerere, and when I went to RAILA accepted to pay school fees for that boy in Makerere. And you told those people and told RAILA, if I find you pay school fees for Anyango, RAILA will see. So RAILA stepped off because you are the signatory of that money. So my son stayed without going to school just because I did not have any way of paying school fees for my son in Makerere. While he was called in Makerere to go ahead and finish his Form 5 and Form 6 in Makerere and go to the Makerere University, because he was #1 in the whole school. But he did not. I could not get any help. Now he has become a useless boy that cannot even manage himself, a Form 4 student. My daughter, I'm just requesting you, go to Pius Muiru and is Pastor Ezekiel. They know how to remove these spirits so that you can be free. The church you went to, they will not remove these spirits from you. Because I know the type of spirits you are having, they are worse than mine. They are evil. They are looking for where to burn. They are looking for where to demolish. Those are the spirits you have in you. So if you go to Pastor Ezekiel and Pastor Pius Muiru, they join hands even with Pastor Nganga. Those are the spiritual power people in Kenya. Because Prophet Uhuru Mulifukuza Prophet Uhuru in Kenya, he decided now to go and stay outside the country. But I know the powerful people who are still here is Pastor Ezekiel, Pastor Pius Muiru, and Pastor Nganga. Those ones can remove the evil spirits out of you so that you can remain free, my daughter. and live a normal life. You have collected too much money. Where is all this money going to? Kwa ajili kwa kila campaign, watu wanafanya campaign, you are normally paid so much money. Anybody who is standing on the ODM ticket must pay you. They must pay you. So all this money that you have collected, you don't help even your own relatives. Even your immediate relatives in your home, you don't help them. I was with your mother. I was in your home for a week, sleeping in the same room with your mother. That I came back to Nairobi and I told you that I talked with your friend to come and tell you that you should put up a good house for your mom, which you did. That she called RAILA and Aida's house. That she swore that she's dying in her husband's house because she was bitter. So I'm just requesting you again, tafadhali, toa roho yako hiyo mbaya, enda kwa Pastor Ezekiel na Pastor Pius Muiru na Pastor Maina Nganga uombewe. Itolewe hizo mashetani ili ubakie free. Because if you are free, you are a very good lady and you are such a beautiful woman. Hakuna kitu ile umekosa kwa mwili yako, mtoto yangu. My daughter, you have everything that a man would desire so that you can start a new life. Even if my son is already dead because of leadership, uanze upya. Me, I have forgiven the people who participated on making sure that he's dead because of leadership. I know he died because of leadership. People are looking for leadership by force. So he is trying to meander in front of them. That one I know. So I'm just requesting you, tafadhali, see that these people are assisted. Oginga Odinga's family, look at Omondi. Look at Odhiambo. You have destroyed their home. Now they need homes elsewhere. Get them their houses in Kilelesho and Lavington. Nyangi, Nyangi, Omondi, together with Akinyi Walkoa and Odhiambo. Those are children of Gaudensia there and children of Susan. Look at Betty's children. She's a caretaker in that home. Looking after a property like that one is not an easy thing, but she's there. She's the one who even shaved your son, your junior, because she cares. So at least give her a home in Kilelesho or Lavington. That would be her property. If she doesn't want to stay there, let her children be there. If her children cannot be there, let them rent to make money to live well. Ili sasa Mungu akusamee. Mungu akusamee kwa hiyo vitu yote. All the mistakes you have made, God can forgive you. Jesus can forgive. That one I'm 100% sure. If you walk into my home here today and at least tell me, Mama, everything that you have done to you, I'm sorry. And see that I'm eating well. Give me one of the vehicles that belongs to my son. He left there several vehicles for you there. At least give me one, so that I don't have to walk with boda all the time, spoiling my spinal cord. Raila amewacha magari mingi hapo, nipatie moja. At least hiyo itakufungua. Pastor Ezekiel anasemaga patieni wale mawidows msaada na orphans ili ufunguliwe. So I'm just requesting you as one of your widows, see how to help me, because I don't have a vehicle here and you are driving two big vehicles. Na ile kijana yangu alikuwa anaendeshanga vile ziko hapo. Sasa nipatie hiyo ya kijana yangu kwa ajili sasa hayuko. Instead of giving it to your best friends, at least I'm his mother. Nitakuwa naona mtoto yangu hapo kama naendesha gari hiyo before I'm taken to RAILA. I'll be very grateful, and God will forgive you. I'm telling you, Madam Aida, nyagem. Anawachunia wachadira ongegi makia kumi katachiel. Katakuwa ruo nyango kidhi kono tibro hilo na angeo kanyoba ngenya kama professor inyundo dake nyam sungu chande. Nungintire ot mi bendi ja yweyo ga kuro nogono. If you'd like to know that I also can follow up people. Nungintire ot moro but ka professor inyundo kanyo. James jabalea moro kendo nyar msungu kanyo. Donge benti kod ot moro kanyo mi jabet ga tiyweyo ga kuro nogono. Yandi ja yweyo ga kuro. Koro kipar no ngegi makia. Nyathina waduga chien mondo waherre. Let us love each other like we used to be before. It is not only that one-sided, that when you are receiving, then you are a very good mama. This is a good report that I'm giving to my president. I would like Mr. William Somaya Ruto. I would like you to remember me well, because I was at your gate when you got presidency. I stayed there for 3 days at your gate. And I was once in your office when I was trying to come and get a way that you could help me with my son to go to Makerere University, Makerere School. And you sent me to Jogo House. That is a long time ago. But now, I just want to remind you a very simple thing. When Winners Chapel was being opened in Mombasa Road, you were the one who was invited, the guest, to open up the Winners Chapel in Mombasa Road. There was a Nandi priest, pastor, who was the head of that congregation by then. Was leading us from the church around. He was leading us around from Kibuye Market Church, and went with us up to Adam Saked Church, and you were to open up the church in Mombasa Road. Do you remember that you had a visitor that was not invited to come for the opening of the church, that was given a seat right opposite you instead? That was the day you were supposed to be given that slow poison that now Mr. Kenyatta is having. It's me who saved you, because I told them I have heard it from somewhere that new visitor, the extra visitor that came to join you on the opening of the church, was having a slow poison, so they did not let her sit near you. It was me who passed the information. If you inquire from your Nandi pastor, who is still in Winners Chapel, I don't know, because it's a long time since I was there. Now, that is to let you know that I care about people. I was not only doing politics, but I also care about others. You know, you and Uhuru Kenyatta, if it was not President Moi that accepted to look after my son RAILA, requested me, Mama Sasa leta kijana, I would have never worked for you. But it was the word from President Moi, and the love that President Moi gave me is what I passed it on to you and Uhuru Kenyatta. So, I'm just telling you again that I can see that there's already arrangement for next year's team. You are supposed to be giving some seats for some people. Right now, I'm just cautioning you up that please see that you go back to Uganda in a place called Bukarango. Take the gift from Jomo Kenyatta, Uhuru Kenyatta, to take to that place. It's called Bukarango. That is where I wrote a message that you are supposed to be helping on putting up a church there when you were removed from Hague. So the head of priest from Vincentian Fathers is the one who said mass there. I found them there, and that priest is now dead, but the priest that said mass is still alive. The one from Vincentian Fathers. They all come from Nairobi. So I'm just requesting, if you missed Mama Ngina, she's always in Thika Road, where these pastors are staying. They can inquire and get hold of some of them that knows the Bukalango issue, so that they can go there. You can go there and give a gift for that church. Because I wrote a message there, paid for the mass to be made for you people, to be removed from Hague. From there, I went to a place called Chiwamirende. And they made a special mass there also, that I did not have enough money, and I only gave my phone. I gave in my phone because the money I was remaining with was transportation to bring me back to Kenya. So I gave in my phone to see that that priest says mass for you people. It happened. So I wrote a message there that Uhuru Kenyatta, 10 years. Oh, William Somaya Ruto, 10 years. It is in that book. The book in the church there. They have a place where they write messages, what you want God to do for you. So it was good luck that you were removed from Hague, and your best friend in Uganda, that is Yoweri Museveni, went and said also mass there in Chiwamirembe. That day, Bikira Maria appeared to 6 sisters, that people could not let that Bikira Maria's photo in the sky speak out for us to hear. I was not there. The 6 sisters were there, and Yoweri Museveni was there. After he finished the mass, while he was going away, people only had a big noise, ta, 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 ta. So it was a noise coming from heaven, with Bikira Maria coming down. And that was a scene that Yoweri Museveni was praying for his brothers, my brothers of Kenya. And that happened. So the reason why I'm telling you to go there, because I see that all these dilemmas that are happening here, the accidents, the killings, the issue about burning of the houses, it is all spiritual. Now all these spirituals, you being harassed, like now they are saying you are the one who killed Raila, and yet they know very well whoever wanted leadership is the one who have done all that. Now, they are now accusing you for something you don't know. You have never stepped there. So this all this accusation, if you go there and finish this of God, give in for whatever I had requested for God, it would open up your ways. When I saw in Uganda with the president of Uganda, Yoweri Museveni, I thought that you must have gone there. But I still see that you are still having some small wrangles. Although myself now, I think that I felt that you are already gone there, so I got a bit better. I've been sick throughout, just like the way Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta is sick. I've been sick throughout. So I'm just requesting you, do that for me first. And now, join hands with Martha Karua and Eugene Wamalwa, together with Kalonzo Musyoka and Gachagua. Whatever that is separating you is hindering your development. Join hands with these people so that you can develop Kenya. If you join these people, building Kenya will be so easy for you, and it will be very comfortable for you. And what I request you first, you have done a very good thing inviting teachers in your place. See that you pay them. Pay the doctors and the nurses. Give the policemen the insurance that you promise, and give them a better salary and a better living. My son will be the happiest president in the world. If you complete with these 3 people, the policemen, nobody will bribe them because you are giving them so much money. And the doctors and the nurses and the teachers, you will have no problem in Kenya. I'm telling you, you will be the best president, just like President Moi was. There was a lot of peace between Moi and Jomo Kenyatta. People were living in peace and people were very happy. There was nothing that was happening of killings and all the rest. To stop these killings, just do that. And take a lot of prayers. I would also request you to see that all the people that have helped you in the campaign, the people that were participating on your campaign, call them and see that you also solve their problems. Because you see, many of them are sitting crying. One of them is me. My place here was the meeting point of Nyanza. The Balo Gardens was the meeting point of Nyanza, where all the Uda people were meeting. But now Mr. Owalu never thought about me, never gave me any job, never thought about helping me in any way. By which we were doing all this with a good knowledge that when you go in the seat, we look at the people that actually supported you. But now, Mr. Owalu never gave you the right people to support. You are grassroots. Look for your grassroots leaders. Call it publicly, because they normally choose people whom they want to come and visit you, that they are the ones coming from the grassroots. So get somebody called Odinga. That is number one person that even gave you Owalu, appointed Owalu to be in your hands. But now they are all ignored. We have several other people from Ugenya, from Sakwa, from Game, from Alego, from Uyoma, Asembo. The people who are really working so hard for you in grassroots. Should invite them, because we still need them on 2027. We made a lot of cry on the media, but nobody recognized us. So those are the things that are actually necessary, that if you would do them, it would be of help. I also beg you to visit for me, or even send somebody to the chief of Mberere. One of his sons, they helped me for going for prayers in the mountain there called Seleta. On the day that you are going to have your judgment with the sun, that is where I went for your prayers. After I left when I went to visit those people in STATEHOUSE, Kabarak, I was directed to go and visit the wife of state controller. I stayed in their hotel for 3 days while I was pleading for them to give me support, to see that I complete the mission of prayers, but they did not. So I went on borrowing money, and I went ahead and did the prayers. So this chief in Mberere, his sons are the ones who supported me to go to the mountain of Seleta to go and do your last prayers. That shocked Kenyans who believed that you are going to remain there with the sun, because Uhuru Kenyatta left you there. So they were celebrating that you are going to remain there with the sun. So the prayers in Berere, it worked very well. So I promised those boys that when you have gone into the seat, they will get a job. One of them is agricultural officer. I have never gone back there again, because I was embarrassed when I came to your place to give you all these words. You did not welcome me. So I hope you are going to take initiative of seeing that at least you adjust whatever we made wrong to make it right, so that we can now start off a new life. Uhuru Kenyatta promised Indians to receive citizenships. Let them receive it fully, that they can get their passports and ID cards, the Indians. We have so many votes with Indians and Arabs and Nubians in Nyanza. that I went and tried my best and received some of them. They are the ones who gave us a lot of votes in Nyanza. They were Indians, Arabs, and Nubians. So those are people that I really wish, if you would have them ready for your next election, you will be very happy. Just give them the citizenship. Accept it the way Uhuru Kenyatta accepted. And let's see that the immigration people are not giving them a headache when they go there to look for their passport or their ID. There are so many of them that insist in staying in Kenya for a longer time. And if you don't do that, sir, James Orengo knows people from Tanzania that received ID cards in Kisumu that will vote wherever they want. And Mama Aida knows people in Uganda that will vote whenever they want. So, I'm just giving you all these hints. You see, I've given you even openly the people where your danger is, your danger zone. So just put Orengo near you and tell him, ndugu yangu, ukileta wale watu yake ya Tanzania, make sure wamepatia hata mimi. Yeah. This is all I can give you, my president. Kama siku ingine roho yako Mungu ameguza roho yako. I live in such a bad house. While they are building a estate here in Siaya, I request the manager to come and build me a nice house here. Our president, Moi, stayed here for a whole 2 weeks. If you can ask the state control, they will tell you, while he was going to Mia for a treatment, he was here in Jabalo. So I'm not a bad mama. We are very good friends with President Moi. Anybody can tell you and say that I used to stop him even on the middle of the road. He will see that is Mama Jabalo. He will stop and talk to me. So you people are being scared at huyo mama ni mbaya, huyo mama sijui nini na nini. I have worked so hard to see that RAILA is not having a problem because I love him. RAILA loved me, but he was very much scared of his wife because he knows what kind of things that his wife would do to me if he would actually know that we are so much attached. So I kept on making sure that he's in peace. Getting the Prime Minister. RAILA got it because of Winners Chapel. The Bishop Oyedepo gave me a mantle that I gave to RAILA. When he went to the office, the next day he was given Prime Minister. That is how powerful Winners Chapel is, that bishop. I received that. When he was having wrangles here with Uhuru Kenyatta, I went for prayers in Uganda, and I met the Prime Minister of Foreign Affairs. I persuaded him to talk to Museveni to come and talk to Uhuru Kenyatta. That is how the handshake came in. Those are the spiritual powers I talk about. So when I'm telling you about going to Uganda to see that you fulfill our promises, I'm telling you that you will get a lot of openings. Just do it, my son. Know that you have a mother that loves you. Ninawapenda. Wewe na Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta, ninawapenda sana. Mtoto wa Mama Ngina. Mama Ngina welcomed me to her home. Na tukapikiwa watu 36 kwa Mama Ngina hapo Mutaiga. Tulikula kabisa during the campaign of Uhuru Kenyatta. Sasa I can never forget that. When somebody entertains me, I can never forget. She looked after me so well with my people from Siaya. And then we went there with Nyanza people. But Dalmaso Tienu cheated them. Oh, huyo ni mama ya RAILA, she cannot work for us. Oh, nina nini. So it spoiled everything. Yet we were actually genuinely making sure that KANU gets ticket in Nyanza. We were making sure that KANU gets ticket in Nyanza. We were fighting over it. Sisa ile ya kampeni si mtu anaenda kila pahali anataka. Hata kama mimi ni mama ya RAILA, si nitaenda pale mimi napendwa. Na Moi alikuwa ananipenda. So that's all I can tell you. If you like to take my advice, no problem. But if you feel that you will still keep me out of your gate the way you did, that will not stop me from loving you. I will still just work for you. But be careful with those people that be close with you. Usikule pali yoyote, kula chakula bibi.